Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the EZA details for the legendary Super Saiyan INT Broly. This is really badly needed. Broly is very good. The new LR Tech Broly is very good. Definitely does need help. Definitely does need some of these teams to get filled out a little bit more. If we take a look at the skeleton of what this guy was working with, I mean, he doesn't really have restrictions besides this extra ability when he's fighting an enemy. But the good news about this is we could very clearly see that Broly is not going to be restricted to like a certain type of team or something like that, right? So, you know, we could use him on like the full power team, on movie bosses, right? We have quite a few teams we could actually rock this guy with, including Planetary Destruction. There is that mission you have to do against the... what is it? The Devil Trembles or Awakens event? What is it called? Tremble with Fear, Devil Awakens. That fight is definitely pretty tough. All right, so let's take a look. Got translations from Minato. Very consistent and reliable at this point. Shout out to our GOAT Minato. All right, let's take a look what we got here. So, Planetary Destruction or Movie Bosses category key, 3-1-70% of stats. Again, that's good. I mean, I look at Planetary Destruction, and immediately I'm thinking of this new tough mission for that stage, the Devil Awakens stage. So this is going to be very helpful for players. Remember, if a mission is super tough right away, there usually is help on the way. Like, Dokkan doesn't just drop, like, an impossible, like, feeling difficult, like, event, and then just not, like, go to it or anything like that, right? So he greatly stacks attack, stacks defense, and does immense damage. So they couldn't give him greatly stacked defense, huh? So I'm going to assume, yeah, when characters stack attack and defense, it typically is a 20% stack like this. If they stack just attack or just defense, it typically is 30%. And then if they greatly stack, it's typically 50%. So this is a buff to his defensive stacking. It's a small buff. It's just going to be 10%. But he's going to get an extra 30% attack per attack he does. I mean, we'll see what the rest of his kit looks like. Certainly, I wish they would have just made him greatly stack attack and defense. I mean, Tech Ultimate Gohan's got it. This guy could get it too. That is good, though. I mean, both stacks are going to be even better. I doubt they'll leave it at 20% defense. It's almost assuredly going to go up to 30%, so that's good. He gets 3 key, 260% attack and defense at the start of turn. Okay. Let's look at what his stats are going to look like. So he's only getting an extra 80%. Crazy. So here's what we're looking like in terms of stats. 21,000 HP, obviously super good. Nearly 21,000 attack as well. I mean, I'll have you guys understand that is like full-blown... I mean, he is one of the highest attack stats in the game, just outright. Like, he's way up there, way up there. And defense does look pretty good as well. I mean, yeah, you know, a 2021 Dokkan Fest, you know, they're going to start to have really good stat spreads after they get their EZA, so that's good. So he gets 26% damage reduction and 26% crit. So that's gotten an extra 8% bump. Now, understand 26% damage reduction truly is not going to do very much unless you're like ridiculously high defense or you're also guarding or something like that. So it's just 26. Like, it'll help a very tiny bit, but it's not a big deal. And he's got the crit as well. Launches an additional, has a high chance to be a super. Okay. 26% attack and defense when attacking, but that's a multiplicative buff. Yeah, they added that. He did not have that previously. Okay. Then he gets 3 key, an additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. 18% damage reduction, 18% chance to crit when attacking. Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan, or Movie Hero was added. Oh, that's quite good. Yeah, I mean, that... So, like, immediately Blue Gogeta comes to mind, right? Because Blue Gogeta, you know, the game is stupid, is not Pure Saiyan. Huh. Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan, or Movie Hero. I mean, literally, we're getting a Movie Hero Supreme Magnificent Battle, like, right, like, we have a new one right now. The Devil Awakens event, I would say there's a good chance that this event potentially has, because, like, can I just look at, yeah, here we go. Here's one from last year, right? Just from the thumbnails, we could probably see, like, some of these stages, right? Like, you know, going through it, like, there was a Vegito Blue stage, there's a Fusion Zamasu stage, there's the Trunk stage, right? Like, it covers a lot of different characters. There's at least a reasonable chance this event also could get, like, movie hero type enemies added to it, which could help right there. Okay. Then he launches an additional super, 15% damage reduction, 15% crit when attacking if there's a Goku. Oh. I mean, that's Goku and Frieza, though. That's the hardest fight in the game. Goku. Blue Kaioken Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, so he'd have that right at the start as well. The Heroine battle, of course, is not going to have any Gokus in it. I'm sure that the Movie Hero Supreme, you know, Magnificent Battle is going to get a lot of them. Maybe I'm just, like, underrating him. I mean, here's, like, EZA TURs. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's got to be similar to Tech Ultimate Gohan. He doesn't feel that crazy to me, but when you look at this, I think he's going to be right around what Tech Ultimate, like, he's going to be similar to Tech Ultimate Gohan, right? Like, it's just, it is funny. Yeah, this, like, he's not actually that crazy if we're comparing him to just, like, what the elite characters are. But if we're just comparing him to EZA TURs, I mean, he probably is going to be up near the top here. So, 26% damage reduction no matter what. Then if you're fighting a Pure Saiyan, Hybrid Saiyan, or Movie Hero, you're going to get another 18%. Now, that's where he'll start to be good, right? Is once you have that. I mean, we should consider that this guy is sitting in slot 1. And he's not taking damage. This boy is going to be sitting there in slot 1, right? And how many links does he share? 5. Yeah, because INT Broly does not have shocking speed. That's not a common Broly link. It's probably good that this guy has it. Like, you know, Dragon Ball Super Broly's got that. I mean, that's solid because a little defense right there. So the defensive links that INT Broly would get would be Prepare for Battle. I am not super sure with this guy. Definitely going to want to, you know, toy around with him quite a bit in-game first. I mean, looking at it, his additional was buffed. It used to be 30%. Now that's going to be a 50% chance from the super. It does matter quite a bit what type of enemies you're fighting. Now, keep in mind that its defensive stack is buffed, by the way. It's, you know, probably going to be 30% defensive stack. I think, yeah, probably about what Tech Ultimate Gohan is doing is probably what this Broly can do. Again, let me just take a glance at these teams. So, Planetary Destruction. I'm not missing someone. Well, Frieza, I guess. Okay. Yeah, sure. One thing is, remember, Frieza needs Terrifying Conqueror characters. Frieza really is a horrible leader for, like, a team. Like, it's just, his design is just exactly what you do not want as a Dokkan Fest lead. 100%. Horrible design for a leader. Day one, I was saying that, and it's just continued to be annoying ever since. Inhuman Deeds is not a team. Movie Bosses, this guy, of course, is going to work perfectly next to LR Tech Broly. Pure Saiyans, I mean, we'd be able to run it somehow, but, I mean, this is not, like, we don't have, like, an actual, like, good Pure Saiyan leader. Turles and God Goku are certainly not, you know, crazy. This Dragon Ball Super Broly, Target Goku doesn't have one. Exploding Rage doesn't really have one, right? No. Yeah, definitely not. Neither does Legendary Existence, or Uncontrollable Power, or Power Beyond Super Saiyan. It's so funny, these Broly characters, man. they have 50 teams that are just like not teams right now. And they have multiple categories that which are like led by like AGL Dragon Ball Super Broly anyway, right? Like, like here we have Tech Broly, like this is AGL Dragon Ball Super Broly, AGL Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? So yeah, this guy, it's the same thing as Tech Broly. He essentially is gonna have two teams, AGL Broly and Tech Broly. But I mean, I guess we could run him with Frieza as well, but hopefully part 2 will give us another team, probably Uncontrollable Power. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Again, he doesn't seem the craziest to me, but he's probably the best EZA TUR. Is probably where I think that this guy looks to be. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.